Tournament as it comes. We've seen it so often, players putting too much pressure on. And that's number 3 on the 180 score. However, Royden Lamb is far enough. He's going to get 6 darts at 151 to put his third leg on his side of the board.
Well, it's been a good response from the 41-year-old from Hong Kong, Royden Lamb, in this leg. Not sure about leaving 7-7 though.
No, that's a bad call, and Royden's not a person that messes up on his counting very often. And the reason on this I don't understand, because if he puts this one inside, he may be scared of it and put it well on the outside. And there we go. So he's only going to get one more dart of the double, and that final dart at 2-2. And that's what can happen. And you've got to say, leaving the wrong score has cost him.
Yep, could be costly. That's a beauty from Price. Or is that a guide for him? Unlucky, the wrong bed. 2 darts missed for a 3-0 lead. Royden Lamb certainly can't afford to miss here.
Well, he's thrown that first one high and the second one low, and with going Price hitting the double 11 has left him a bit of a bogey double. Now 1 for 1-1, both in the madhouse. But Price is the one that nicks the third leg.
Yeah, it's all real punishment, isn't it? It all came from Royden Lamb leaving 7-7. He did pay the price 3-0, and Price is motoring the winner against Dave Chisnall or Paul Lim in the quarterfinals on Friday here in Shanghai. All the first round matches, the best of 11, first to 6, and the quarterfinals, semi-finals and final, all played on what should be a thrilling day on Friday. All matches there will be the best of 15 first to 8.
Well, again, going Price has broke the throw, and this is where he would like to see minimum of 15 dart. 12 darts takes your opponent straight out of it. 15 forces him into a 12, and at the moment you can't see Royden finding a 12 dart leg. He's having too many stray darts, isn't he? Scruffy scoring, as we call it.
Good to see as well as a lot of younger darts players in the audience tonight.
140.
All from the Shanghai Darts Academy. Some of the players, Wade and Anderson and Dave Chisnall, went out to the academy yesterday, and they all said it was an amazing experience. Seeing players as young as 4 and 5. I mean, they really are seriously giving it a go in China. From what I understand, there's over 500,000 amateur players in Shanghai alone.
Yes, and if you remember last year, we went to some schools. All the players went out to different schools, and they've been playing it in the schools here for a little while, and as an educational tool, and certainly works. A little bit of a shoulder into the action there of Royden, which has pulled it. So now Price has already taken out the 156. Needs to find one treble to put some pressure on. Doesn't want to miss the big 20 if he doesn't hit the treble, and that's a massive mistake. A big 20 would have been far better.
So another chance for Lamb. He stayed on the 20, which would have left him a double 15. A shake of the head from Rod Harrington to my left.
45. 52.
Well, Lamb's going to come back. This is the second time he's had darts at a double. Can he finally put a leg on the board? Double 16 then for Royden Lamb. At last, a leg on the board, and you have to say that keeps him in the game, Stuart, because 4-0, you couldn't see any way back.
Well, has the big stage experience,
100.
not just from soft tip and Of course, playing in the World Cup of Darts, has played at the Ali Pali, of course, at the World Championship as well, Royden Lamb.
99.
Good player.
Yes, he won his tour card at Q School on the very first day. Wasted 3 days of darts, to be quite honest, of the practice.
Yeah, that takes some doing, doesn't it? The rough and tumble of the PDC.
81.
Well, over 400 entries into that Q
qualifying
School.
school every January.
And I can assure you they're all good quality players.
89.
Gerwyn Price won his tour card in January 2014. Just shows what can be done. A little over 3 years later, and look where he is in his new chosen career.
41.
As Price has reached 2 big TV finals this year. The UK Open final at Minehead, fabulous achievement. Lost to Peter Wright,
96.
Wright winning his first major. And then Price, along with Mark Webster, reaching the final at the World Cup of Darts just a month or so ago in Germany. Lost out to the Netherlands, Van Gerwen and Van Barneveld, but all adding to the experience, isn't it? The big stage, the big match experience for Gerwyn Price. Made his World Series debut in Dubai. Big James Wade winning the last 3 legs from
100.
what looked like an impossible position. And then lost out in the semi-finals to Michael Van Gerwen. It's all about building a career.
Yes, and Royden Lamb had a good chance there, but he's not really put much pressure on, so Gerwyn Price, I was going to say he's going to get 6 from here possibly, but he may only need a 3 for a 4-1 lead.
77.
However, by the way that Royden Lamb's playing, you would fancy Gerwyn Price is going to get 3 more darts at the tops.
For the most part, you just get the feeling that Lamb has been 1 dart behind Price throughout this match, and
98.
the averages will bear that out. Gerwyn Price around 92, 93, and at Royden Lamb 10 points below that. 1 dart below that from Gerwyn Price. That gives him a 4-1 lead in a race to 6.
Yes, I think leg 3 has been the most crucial leg in the match so far. I mean, Royden Lamb having darts that double 14 would have been 2-1, but now suddenly finds himself 3-0 down, and that is number 4 maximums for Gerwyn Price. 4 maximums, 3 140s and only 4 tons, so power scoring is pretty good for Price, although he's average only at 94. But I tell you what, we don't very often see in these qualifiers do averages of over the 100, do we? It's tomorrow when they really come out to play.
Well, it was
100.
mind-boggling looking back to that final in Dubai earlier, before in the build-up to the darts here in Shanghai, with Van Gerwen and Anderson over 17 legs outdoors in searing heat, both averaging
60.
110 plus. Astonishing performance from Gary Anderson and Michael Van Gerwen.
Yes, and I spoke to Gary Anderson this morning. He says he hasn't picked his darts up for a couple of weeks, but that's typical Anderson, isn't it? He thinks that you can only practice bad habits, so why throw all the good darts in practice? Well, something to be said.
Well, he's as laid back as he ever was, Gary Anderson.
Sensible darts from Gerwyn Price. Didn't have to mess around. He knew only one treble would set it up. And that will take him 1 leg away from a quarter-final place tomorrow here in Shanghai, where the heat today was incredible.
100.
Blue sky here in Shanghai. And it's sky high for Gerwyn Price, and another lovely guide. And that's why easy to find the double top from a perfect guide, and he's 5-1 up.
Game on.
Impressive. Done what is needed to do.
Yes, and this could have been a little bit of a banana skin, as we know, because
100.
you know Royden Lamb is a quality player, but he's never really got into his stride. Where Gerwyn Price, those 180s in the first 3 legs was absolutely brilliant.
60.
Because Gerwyn Price here in Shanghai and in Las Vegas for the first US Darts Masters next week. After his performance in Dubai, standing in for Adrian Lewis, who was forced to
60.
withdraw from these 2 World Series events due to family reasons, but more than deserves his spot on the big stage, Gerwyn.
78.
Yes, I called him a freight train earlier on from being a rugby player. He's been more like the bullet train, Stuart, the way he's played. 5 legs to 1 is up against the quality of Royden Lamb, and you can't see Royden coming back from this. He's going to take something exceptional. He's going to have to throw over the 100, well over the 100 average from here on in.
46. 60. 100. Already with 141. 105.
Should get a second leg on the board, Royden Lamb.
150.
Tap on the shoulder though from Gerwyn Price, just to remind him. Double 18 to double his tally.
Yes, and it's not the best double on the dartboard. Scared of splitting it and chasing for the 9s, but he's hit it. And as you can hear from the crowd, that's Royden Lamb's leg. However, still 5-2 down, and this is where Gerwyn Price needs to turn the screw, and that's exactly what he's done. Kicks off this leg with his 5th maximum.
A good response from Lamb.
140.
Has Gerwyn Price got what it takes to be a top 8 player and beyond?
Certainly top 8. To get in that top 4, he's got to get a little bit more consistent.
Another level, isn't it?
Yes, but that may come with the experience. I mean, they can all throw 9, 10, 11, 12 dart legs. It's just that Van Gerwen, Anderson, Taylor, Lewis, they can throw it more often than other players, and it just may mean another couple of years keeping this sort of performance up with just a little bit of improvement as he goes forward. But certainly he's got what we call the bottle. His stage presence is absolutely brilliant.
Well, don't write out Peter Wright either in that. He won't be happy that you forgot to mention him, Rod.
No, and I only spoke to him earlier on as well.
Yeah, Peter Wright coming to Shanghai off the back of another big win on the European Tour.
97.
But Gerwyn Price here looking to make the first win of Shanghai 2017.
57.
Good performance. 94 average. 5 180s, over 40% on the doubles.
Joe, you require 40.
Yeah, great performance from Gerwyn Price, the first man through to